Yo, what's up, guys? How the hell are you? It's me, it's RJ. We're on our way to Mighty Con, number 2, actually. It's in Milwaukee. So we're on the road again on our own, going down the only road we've ever known, except we know more roads than this, but whatever. Anyway, that's what happens when you don't edit. We are about a week now after the release of Deadpool. And we were gonna do a review of it, and then life happened, shit happened, and we had to postpone it, but here we are, and what perfect timing, right? We're on the way to a comic book convention. What better time to talk about a comic book movie? So the reason that RJ is in this particular video is because Deadpool is actually his favorite character ever. And you guys know mine's Batman. So I like stern justice. RJ likes a clusterfuck of a fucking character, but I love Deadpool as well. I always have, but I think it's especially special to him to see the right version of Deadpool, and because if you guys don't know, this isn't the first time Deadpool's been tried in a movie, and it's not the first time Ryan Reynolds played him either. He played him in X-Men Origins, the Wolverine movie, which was...
horrible. Well, it was horrible. Yeah, I guess it was just horrible.
Speak up.
That's what I mean. You can't hear me.
No, you can hear you. But...
yeah, no, it was good to see Ryan Reynolds play him as Ryan Reynolds, but once they turned him into the Deadpool, it was just bad. Yeah, so bad.
They really botched the character, and it pissed a lot of people off. So it was kind of in like hell for a while, and Ryan Reynolds was campaigning to make this movie, and he refused to make it again unless it was rated R. The fans were like sending hate mail to Fox. They were like petitioning for it, and finally the movie got made. Now the movie, man, what do you, I want to hear his thoughts first, because he's more of the he loves the character more than I do. So overall, what do you say?
It was amazing. I had no idea they could actually pull it off, and they really did. I think this is the reason he didn't want to make this as PG-13. It's just because there's so many outlandish things that Deadpool does, and if we're giving away spoilers, there's a lot of nods to it.
Oh yeah, this is a spoiler review, by the way. We figure most of you saw it already, so his magic, we're not movie critics. Who gives a fuck? The
Hello Kitty, the 900 fucks that he says. The only thing I think that was a little bit different is the sexual content. I think that was a little bit more Ryan Reynolds than it was Deadpool, because I don't remember it. I could be wrong. Well, I don't remember so many sexual.
According to the people that are like really into the character, he's pansexual, which means that he will bang anything and everybody, which pretty much goes in line with the character. It makes sense. I was surprised at like you said, I don't really remember that in the comics. I know they make sexual references
all the time, but he never actually was with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he had one woman, I think, throughout his whole run.
That girl is the girl in the movie that ends up becoming a character in the comic book, but
and that's it. So as far as him being this whole multi-sexual guy, they never actually show it in the comic books. He talks about it, sure, but he talks about everything. You can't take anything he says and seriously at all. And they kept that in this movie. I mean, everything he does is either a reference to a great movie or is just hilarious just in itself. And
I was surprised that they were able to balance all the elements of the character and do a backstory without it being lame, and do a love story that wasn't corny. Like, it was really cool that he got with this woman, and it was kind of funny because both of us were like, who the hell is she? And because we recognized her, and she's actually Leslie Tompkins from the show Gotham. But yeah, she was awesome, and really that was the cool thing about this movie. Like, everybody in it, even fake CGI Colossus, is awesome. Like, I was glad they didn't let Gina Carano talk much, because she's not the best actress, but she was awesome. Like, she did her part. She really, and the villain was actually really memorable, and that's kind of been a problem with Marvel movies. The villains usually aren't the most memorable, but this guy Ajax Francis was really awesome, really evil, and the last fight especially, I thought was really awesome, because usually that's another thing in Marvel movies. The last fights usually aren't the greatest. They're okay, but this one was, geez, dude, they like talk about going hard, man. Like, it was like a half hour of everybody beating the shit out of each other.
And then they just threw in the helicarrier just to be fucking bricks.
Yeah.
So you have this destroyed helicarrier just to make it more epic.
Yeah, I thought
the final fight.
It was really cool how they were able to tie in the X-Men franchise and make it not like lame. And it was funny as hell how they kept referencing how they didn't have enough money to get the good characters in the movie. I mean, it was like, out of all comic to movie adaptations, this is probably, I mean, if you had like a top 5 list, it's one of the most faithful adaptations to keeping the character what he is and what he should be, and the breaking the fourth wall. And T.J. Miller was awesome as Weasel. I mean, the comedy of this movie, that's another thing. It's one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while, man. I don't really recall seeing a movie that funny. It's been a while.
And it's not just him. I mean, it's not just him. It's, like you said, it's T.J. Miller or it's Al. Al was hilarious to me. I just thought she was her sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. Al is the blind roommate he has. I mean, and that's another thing. The jokes. I mean, they are making fun of blind people. They're making, I mean, the jokes in this movie go for the throat, man. And it's like, it's, as long as you're not a sensitive ass and you can handle the excessive violence and the swearing and the really, really crude humor at times, you will love this movie.
Oh, and the frontal nudity.
And the nudity, of course. There's just nudity everywhere.
How great was that, though, to see Stan? Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, the great Stan Lee cameo.
This is the best Stan Lee cameo ever. He gets to be a goddamn DJ at a strip club.
Yeah, I mean...
Perfect.
Talk about making an old man happy in the twilight of his life, man. Like, it is the best Stan Lee cameo ever. The only real drawback, I think, to this movie is the replay value. I don't know if that's high. I don't know if this is, at least for me, because I like more like emotion-based stuff. So I don't think this is a movie I'm gonna run to go watch multiple times, like The Dark Knight or Batman Begins or Man of Steel, something like that. But aside from that, man, since it's not a perfect movie, I'd say it's an A- on my grading scale.
I give it an A. I don't think I could ever give a movie an A+, because then it's just you want to watch it all the damn time.
Yeah, so he's a little bit more above me. I say A-. He says A. But
it's great. I think they found the formula and they can make
more. Yeah, they're gonna make more. There's a spoiler. There's a post-credit scene, so stay till the end. It's worth staying. And yeah, that's it, man. You guys want to talk? Hit us up, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. We're off. Peace.